Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Stick Mobility Tuesday 45-minute workout class. Hope everybody's feeling great today. As always, have your dining room chair available to you, kitchen chair, pad for your knee, and a wall or a door jamb available. As always, don't take anything to the point of pain when we're going through these movements. So as we're going through it, if it feels a little too painful, either reduce the angle or cut back the intensity. Especially if you're dealing with any type of soft tissue issues. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We have our 2 6-foot sticks. As always, if you have a little bit longer arm line, a little bit taller position, but your sticks are shorter and you're new to this program, just use an elevated platform. That's why that dining room table or our dining room chair is available to you. All right, set your feet about hip width apart. Sticks in front of the toes, about 8 inches in front. Reach up, grab the sticks, rope grip, and now let's just hang. Let's get those arm lines to wake up first thing. For you East Coasters, it's noon, so let's get those arm lines hanging for lunch, right? Now let's bring our heels up. As the heels come up and the toes are in extension, let's focus on centering the weight on the feet. We do not want to be in on the big toe too much, and we don't want to be out on the little toe. Bring the heels down and back up again. Remember, in order to really activate those glutes, we got to make sure that the big toes and all the other little toes are comfortable with extension. Bring the heels down, back up, back down. One more, back up. Let's keep those heels up, and now let's rock sideways through the frontal plane. Shift your weight to your left side. So as you see, the sticks shift a little bit. My knees are facing forward. Right now I'm on my left arm, my left little toe, my right big toe. Let's shift laterally to the right. Now I'm on my right arm, my right little toe, and my left big toe. My knees are facing forward, so they're not rotating. The hips stay square. Shift laterally to the left. So now I'm on my left arm, my left little toe, my right big toe. And now let's go to the right. Left. Right. And back to center. I know there's just real quick, there's some confusion on direction, but the camera is facing me because I'm the only one here at the gym, so I have to see where I am, so I'm not out of the screenshot. So just listen to the verbal cues if you're having some issues with the visual cues also. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put one stick down. Okay, overhand grip, about a little wider than shoulder width. All right. I'll take a slight side angle so you can see what's going on here. What we're going to do, feet together, I'm going to step forward with my left foot. I'm going to pull apart on my stick at about 40% tension. I'm pulling, so my posterior arm line is activated. I'm going to step forward with my left foot. My back heel is up, and I'm going to rotate to my left. I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to step back in one stride. When you stride, if you overstride and you need to take multiple steps back, you're going too far, all right? Pull apart on that stick. Now step forward with the right foot. Turn toward your right. You're pulling apart on that stick. Now bring the stick back and push off. Let's switch again. Pulling apart, 40% tension, step forward with the left foot. Rotate, come back, push back. Right side, step, rotate, push off, come back. Take a quick little second. Now we're going to alternate pulling and pushing. This time we're going to work on a little bit of coordination. We're going to pull apart as we step and rotate, and we're going to push in on the stick as we come back to center. All right, so this is going to require some timing. Here we go. Pull apart on that stick at 40% tension. Step forward with the left foot, back heel stays up, turn to your left so you're rotating into your front leg. And now when you come back after you've hit end range, shorten the stick and drive back. You should find that that little bit of shortening actually helps drive you back to your starting position. Ready? Pull, 40% tension, step, rotate to your right, and now push and drive back. Pull, step left, rotate left, push, drive back. Pull, step forward with the right, rotate right, and push. One more of each. Pull, step left, rotate left, push, and drive back. One more. Ready? Pull, step forward with the right, rotate to the right, and push, and drive back. Awesome. Okay, let's grab both sticks again. Feet together, all right? If you only have a single stick, just do one stick. So in a single stick setup, you're gonna be just like this. We're gonna bring the other arm across and we're gonna step that foot back. So if we're on the right side, we're gonna step back with that right foot. For the rest of us that have two sticks, feet together, sticks at 3 and 9, rope grip at the top, step back with that right foot, and hang. Push the sticks into the floor at 40% tension and rotate to the left. Rotate right. As you turn, keep your hips square. Rotate left. Remember, you're pushing those sticks into the ground. You should feel your lats. Rotate right, engaging, and that's packing the shoulders down. Left, right. One more. Left, right. You're splitting those arms. So the left arm is reaching forward, right arm is reaching back. Back to center. And now switch legs. For people with a single stick, just simply switch to the other side. Okay. Left heel stays up and drop. Hang. Breathe. Push the sticks into the floor, 40% tension. Push. You should feel those lats engage. And now rotate to the right. Keep your hips square. Rotate left. Rotate right. Rotate left. Right. Left. One more. Right. Left. Back to center. And relax. Let's go ahead and put one stick down. All right. And now let's get some hip shifting in. Okay. Set a nice wide base with your feet. Overhand grip on both hands. And we're going to move the lever off to the left side. So the end of the stick is down at 9 o'clock position. We're going to take that left hand and we're going to place it on top. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide and reach, and we're going to shift our hips in the opposite direction. So what I want you to do is take that left hand, reach for the 9 o'clock position, but shift your hips and your weight to the 3 o'clock position, or shift your weight to that right hip. When you get to your end range, gently push down on that stick with that left hand, and then come back up. Let's repeat. Slide the left hand down the stick. You're trying to reach for the 9 o'clock position. Shift your weight laterally to your right hip. Now push down with that left hand into the stick to add energy to that kinetic chain. Come back up. One more. Here we go. Reach for 9 o'clock. Shift your weight over to your right hip. And now push down into the stick with that left hand. And now drive back up. Let's switch sides. So now your lever, your end of the stick is at the 3 o'clock position. Overhand grip on the left hand, wide base with the feet. Take that right hand, reach for the end of the stick, and now shift your weight to your left hip. Take the right hand and push down on the stick. Back up. 2 more times. Here we go. Reach for 3 o'clock, shift your weight to your left hip, and now push down with that right hand. Come back up. 1 more time. And now push down with that right hand. Put a little bit of flex in that stick. And back up. Now, we're going to change angles. Nice wide base with the feet. I have the stick on my right hip. So the end of the stick is against your right hip. The opposite end is facing about 10 o'clock. So remember, this is 12, 11, and 10. Take that left hand, reach for the end of the stick, and push your butt straight back. So you're going into that nice deep hinge. We're not squatting, we're hinging. And when we get to the end, push down into the ground, into the stick with that left hand. Push. Come back up. And again. Hinge. Reach. Push that butt straight back, and now push that left hand down into the stick. Come back up. 1 more. Here we go. Reach. So you're reaching as far as you can with that left arm. You're pushing your butt straight back, and now push that left hand down into the stick. And relax. Now, let's go ahead and switch sides. So your stick is against the left hip. We're going to place the opposite end at 2 o'clock. Take that right hand, place it on top of the stick, and now reach. So we're reaching for the end of that stick while we push the butt straight backwards. And when we get to the end range, push the hand down into the stick. Come back up. 2 more times. Ready? Reach. Breathe. Come back up. 1 more time. Here we go. Push down into the stick with that right hand, pushing that butt straight backwards. Get nice and deep into that hinge and come back up. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our seat. Have it right on the edge of the chair. Legs out in front. Overhand grip on the stick. And don't be afraid to take a wide grip. Remember, you can always grip in a little bit closer if your shoulders are very mobile. For the rest of us who don't have as hypermobility or really good mobility in the shoulders, you're going to want a wider grip. Make sure your pinkies, as always, are firmly connected with the stick. So there's no drinking tea right now. Overhand grip. Pull apart on the stick at 40% tension. Pull. Come up overhead. Keep the ribs to the hips, so no flaring or no overarching the back. Elbows stay straight. Breathe. And now pull the right hand down farther. And now laterally flex. So you're flexing just sideways. Come back up. Keep pulling apart on that stick and laterally flex again. Opening up all the ribs, lateral tissue on that left side. Come back up. 1 more time. Laterally flex, let your head tilt. Come back up. Bring your stick back to the center position. Keep pulling apart as you come back over the top. When you see the stick in your peripheral line of vision, shorten the stick. Okay. Take a little breather. Now we're gonna do the opposite side. Ready? Here we go. Pull apart on that stick at 40% tension. Pull, come up over the top. Breathe, make sure you're not holding your breath. Any position we get into, we need to be able to breathe. Take that left hand and pull down. Your torso's not moving yet. Elbow stays straight, and now laterally flex to the left. Open up all that right side tissue, let your head tilt. Come back up. And again, left side pulls down, let your head tilt. Come back up. One more, here we go. Pull that left hand down a little bit more. Let your head tilt. Flex to the left. Open up that right lateral tissue through the ribs. Come back up. You're still pulling apart on that stick. Bringing it back to center. When you see the stick in your peripheral line of sight, push in. Shorten the stick. Activating that anterior or front arm line. And relax. Nice. Okay, let's move that chair out of the way. Get back to that in just a second. Okay, now, time to work those legs. Let's get into that half kneeling position. So either grab a couch cushion or a little pad. I'm going to take a little sideways profile so you can see where my back hip is. I'm going to start with my left knee on the pad. Okay? Remember, we want head stacked over shoulders, shoulders stacked over hips. Think of your hip as a water bucket. Right here, my hips are level, so there's water in the bucket. If I push my butt back, I'm going to start to spill water out of the front of the bucket. If I go over excessively, then I start to spill water out of the back of the bucket. So I want to make sure I keep my water, right? Half kneeling position, sticks at 11 and 1. Your hands are going to be about chest level. Push those sticks into the floor, 50% tension. Push. Build to 60. Build to 70. And now hover that back knee. Just 1 inch off the floor, that's it. 70% tension, push. Build to 80, push a little bit harder. And relax. Okay, ready? We're gonna do that again. Ready? 60% tension, push. Build to 70. Hover that back knee. Now lift the right stick off the floor. Right stick down, 70% tension, lift the left stick. Left stick down, 70% tension, lift both sticks. Nice tight grip on those sticks. And relax. Let's switch sides. We'll give that left hip a little bit of a break. And we'll be back to that in just a second. So I'm going to change my angle so you can see where my right hip is. Right knee down. Toes in the floor. Once again, also as always, make sure that you're not externally rotated on that back hip. Sticks at 11 and 1. Hands chest level. Give me 50% tension, pushing those sticks into the floor. Push. Build to 60. Build to 70. And now hover. And right away, you're going to find one hip is way better at this than the other. Build to 80. Push. Breathe. And relax. Okay, ready? Take a quick second. We're going to do that again. You know what's coming. Okay, ready? 60% tension. Push. Build to 70. And hover. Lift the left stick. Left stick down. Push. Lift the right. Right stick down. Push. Now lift both. Nice tight grip. Both sticks down and relax. Whew, take a rest. Now I'll face forward so you can see me here. Now we're going to lift the sticks once we come up off that into that hover position, and we're going to add some rotation, all right? So I'm facing forward. Ready? Hands chest level. 60% tension into the floor with those sticks. Push. Hover that back knee. Build to 70% tension with the sticks. Build to 80. Lift both sticks. Rotate to the right. Do not let those sticks touch the floor. Hold that end position. Hold that rotation. Bring the sticks back and relax. Switch sides. We're only going to go through a few reps of this. If you guys want to repeat these again later in the day, you're more than welcome to. Ready? This is just to give you an idea of how to do these. Okay, ready? 60% tension. Push. Build to 70 and hover. Lift both sticks and rotate to the left. Hold end range. Bring both sticks back and relax. Awesome. Let's put that pad away for just a second. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to address shoulders, triceps, and front abdominal cylinder, okay? Let's face the wall, and let's place the sticks into the base of the wall. Step back with your feet, and your heels are going to come up. We're going to place this, grab the grips, at least at the bottom, so you have a little bit of, so your hands don't slide on the sticks, all right? Your elbows are flexed right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall towards the floor. Elbows stay flexed. Abs stay tight. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the ribs to the hips. So we don't want to see the butt sticking out, but we don't want to see the hips falling to the floor. When you're at end range, straighten the elbows. So you see where my end position is? Now my arms are straight. Now I'm going to fall back to the floor, and I'm going to let my elbows flex again. And now I'm going to push myself away from the floor, and I'm going to extend those elbows. Ready? And again, push yourself away from the floor. If that's a little bit easy for you, then simply just step those feet back farther. Okay, ready? Here we go. Fall to the floor, keeping everything nice and engaged, ribs to hips, and now push yourself away from the floor. Let's go one more rep. Fall towards the floor, abs tight, glutes engaged, and now push yourself away from the floor. And relax. Take a little breather. Now we're going to be in that same position, except, and just like a TRX, when we do those reach outs to work the vertical, that lengthening of the anterior tissue, we're going to do the same thing but with the sticks. You got a little less stability with the sticks, so it's actually a little bit more demanding than you'll find on most suspension trainers. Okay, same setup. Feet back, heels up, slight flexion in the elbows, fall towards the floor, stay in that end range there, and now slowly extend the arms away from you. Keep the abs engaged, glutes engaged, pull the arms back, and again, make sure you're breathing, extend the arms away, pull the arms back, One more, ready? Pull the arms back and relax. Take a second. We're going to do that again, except we're only going to extend one arm this time. All right? So take a little bit of a breather. Here we go again. Set your sticks. Make sure your hands are at the bottom of the grips. Step back. Remember, the closer you are, the easier it's going to be. And also, as you extend the arms away, listen to what your brain's telling you. If you don't have that strength, don't keep increasing the length of the lever. Heels up, sticks in tight, fall towards the floor, and now extend just the right arm. So you can feel how this is a little bit of a regressed version for some people. Bring the right arm back, and now extend the left. Right, left. Now, let's coordinate that movement. Here we go, right. And we're going to go right. And now as we pull the right back, switch to the left. Back to center and relax. Whew. That'll wake you up first thing in the morning. Take a little bit of a breather. And now we're going to go to the floor. We're going to do some core work on the floor. So go ahead, lay down on your back. Hips are going to be flexed. The knees are going to be flexed at 90 degrees. Place the stick across the quads. Feet are up, so make sure your feet don't get lazy. And now, squish that little marshmallow. So imagine there's a little marshmallow under the small of your back, and squish it with the small of your back. As you do that, you'll feel your pelvic floor engage. You should feel your deep front line turn on. Overhand grip, the stick is across the quads. 70% tension, push those sticks into the legs. Your lat should engage, driving the shoulders down. Keep that marshmallow squished. Build to 80%. Push. And relax. Take a second. Here we go again. Ready? Legs up. Squish that little marshmallow with the small of your back. 70% tension. Drive that stick into the legs. Push. Hover your head. So tuck your chin, lift your head just 1 inch off the floor. Breathe. And relax. Take a second. We're going to do that one more time. Okay, ready? Here we go. Legs up. Squish that little marshmallow with the small of your back. Drive that stick into the legs at about 80% tension this time. And now hover the head. Tuck the chin. Breathe. Build to 90. Push. And relax. Okay. Now, let's grab both sticks and let's start to get into some stretching. Slow your breathing down right now. We're down regulating. Let's go posterior and anterior chain stretches. Set your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. So here's my feet here. I'm going to take a little bit of a side position angle so you can see a little bit clearer. Sticks go right in against the insteps. Hands right about the top of the head level. Remember, we're stretching, so we're down regulating. So we're only use about 30% tension into the floor with the sticks. So push, breathe, and now hinge. Pushing the butt straight back. Breathe. So you're focusing on driving the butt backwards and lowering the sternum towards the floor or your chest. Not your head, your chest. Breathe. Now straighten the knees. Get a good stretch in the hamstrings. If you're hypermobile and you already stand with the hyperextended knees all the time, you're not going to feel much here. Soften the knees. Keep pushing that butt backwards. Straighten the legs. Soften the knees. One more time. Straighten the knees. Breathe. Ease back. Keep pushing the sticks into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Pull your head back. Breathe. You're tucking that pelvis underneath you, so that way you don't feel the low back. Come back up. Up. The geese are back. Okay, ready? And again, push. Squeeze the glutes. Let your head go back. Breathe. Come back up. One more, ready? Squeeze the glutes. Tuck the pelvis. Come back up. And relax. Obviously, the geese are enjoying this stretching as much as we are. Okay. Place the stick a little wider than shoulder width base with the feet. We're going to place the stick against the left instep. Left arm is out at 9 o'clock. The left hand is just about top of the head level. We're going to push the stick into the floor at about 30% tension with the left hand. You're going to feel the left lateral tissue. And now hinge. As you hinge, don't let the arm come forward. Make sure the arm stays there at that 9 o'clock position. You're reaching for the floor with that right hand to stretch that anterior tissue here. Now, take that right hand, grab right about where the sticker is or right below. Take that left hand and push the stick away from you. You're actively pushing with the right hand. Do not shift weight. The weight is staying centered. Ease off, come back up. Give your hand a little bit of a rest. Let's do that again. Ready? 30% tension, push, hinge, push your butt straight back. Take that right hand, reach across, grab the stick, and again, push the stick away from you. Try to push it a little bit more without shifting weight though. Breathe, ease off. We'll do that one more time. So you're actively pushing with the bottom arm. It's a reflexive pull with the top. It's not an active pull, so that top elbow also stays in extension. Okay, ready? 30% tension, push and hinge. Reach for the floor, trying to lower your chest towards the ground without letting that left hand slip. Take that right hand, reach across, and one more time, push. And now, while we push, lunge to your right leg. So you're pushing to the left, you're shifting your weight to the right. Come back to center and relax. Let's switch sides. Stick is against the right instep. Right hand is at the top, right at the grip, right about top of the head level. Right arm stays at 3 o'clock, so don't let that move. Push the stick into the floor at 30% tension, push, and now hinge. Pushing the butt straight back. You're trying to crease the hips, pulling that chest down towards the floor. Keep your weight centered on both legs. Take that left hand, bring it across, and now push the stick away from you. Breathe. Ease off. Come back up. Rep 2. Here we go. Ready? Push. Hinging, reaching for the floor. Take that left arm, reach across, and push the stick away from you. Breathe. Now, for the purposes of this workout, I'm only holding the stretches for about 10 seconds or so. Ease off. Later on, if you want to do these again, if you want to hold them for a little bit longer, feel free to, all right? Once again, it's self-regulation, so your brain's going to tell you if something feels really good, and if you're a little bit tight through some lines, hang out there a little bit more and stretch those tissues out, lengthen those tissues a little bit more. Ready? Here we go. Push and hinge. Reach for the chest down. Take that left hand, reach across and push. Breathe. And now shift your weight to the left leg. So I'm pushing the stick to the right and I'm pushing my weight to my left. Ease back off and relax. Okay, let's grab both sticks again. So we're gonna go back into the monkey hangs. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out there a little bit longer. Okay. Feet about 2 inches apart. Sticks right outside the midfoot at 3 and 9. Reach up at the top. This time we're gonna take a rope grip. So the hands are gonna be on the top of the sticks versus a bar grip. Versus a rope grip. So we have bar grip. Step back with that right foot. And now just hang. Just soften the back knee, and then gravity will take over right from there. Breathe. We have a nice passive hang, even though we're feeling that grip and that arm line is under tension right now. Focus on breathing. Nice full inhale, nice full exhale. Ease off a little bit. Reset your grip if you need it. Okay, ready? If you actually want, instead of putting the stick in the ends of in the palms there, actually just use your fingertips. So you get a little bit more strengthening while we're stretching through the fingertips. Ready? And drop. So if you're needing to increase your grip strength, then just use your fingertips here. Full inhale, full exhale. Just focus on breathing in and out. Ease off. Let's switch sides. Here we go. Step back with that left foot. Hands at the top. Ready? And drop. Full inhale, full exhale. In through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Ease off. Give those fingers a little bit of a rest. You may want to go back so that the stick is in the meat of the palms there a little bit more. Ready? And drop. It's good to use both. Don't just stick with one position all the time or one hold. We need to be able to have that diversity. Remember, diversity isn't just an old wooden ship. We'll see how many Ron Burgundy fans we have out there. And relax. Good. Let those shoulders move around a little bit. Nice. Okay. Put one stick down. Okay. Lateral bow and arrow. Set your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Place the stick at 3 o'clock position, about 6 to 8 inches away from your midfoot. Grab right above where the sticker is. You want a little bit of about 90-degree angle in that right elbow. Hips are square. Reach over the top. Keep your hips facing forward. Push your hips out to 9 and then drive the stick away from you. Breathe. Let your head tilt. That's part of your lateral tissue line. Ease off. Rotate the stick a little bit. So if we rotate sticks in between the stick in between flexions, it helps increase the life of the stick so you're not flexing in the same direction all the time. Push your hip out to 9 and then extend the arms away from you to 3. Keep those hips square so we're not letting the hips rotate. Breathe, let your head tilt. And now with that top hand, gently pull up on the stick. So imagine that end cap was, you're trying to pull it off just a little bit, not a lot. You're going to feel those shoulders kicking in a lot more. Ease off. Rotate the stick slightly. We're going to go one more time. Here we go. Ready? Push your hip out to 9 o'clock first. Drive the stick away from you. Let your head tilt. And now lightly pull up on that top arm. Legs are straight, so no flexion in the knees. And relax. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Stick is at 9 o'clock. Left elbow is about 90 degrees, so you should be grabbing approximately right above where the sticker is. Reach over with the right hand on top. Push your hip out to 3 o'clock first, and then extend the arms away from you. Let your head tilt. Hips stay square, legs stay straight. Ease off. Rotate the stick slightly. Here we go again. Push your hip out. Extend the arms away. Breathe. Let your head tilt. And now lightly pull up on the stick with that right hand. Ease off. Rotate the stick slightly. And again. Hip out to the side first. Extend the arms away from you. Let the head tilt. And now lightly pull up on the stick with that top hand. And relax. Good. Okay, last stretch. We're going to do the Sagittal Bow-and-Arrow. Once again, follow the instructions closely. This is a move that we often see done not optimally, let's just say that, okay? Feet together. Step back with the left foot. I'm going to go left foot first so you can see that hip in this angle. I'm placing the stick at 12 o'clock. So this is my 12 o'clock position. And now I'm going to put the stick, see where the bottom of the stick is? It's about a good 10 inches in front of my left toe, my right toes right now. Don't bring the stick in here for the Sagittal Bow-and-Arrow. The bottom of the stick needs to be away from you. If you put too much stress on the stick, well, stuff happens. Right hand is on the bottom, left hand is up top. Take this left hand and push the stick into the floor about 30% tension. And now split the hips. So right now I'm trying to get my right hip to go forward and I'm trying to get my left hip to go back. And now I'm going to lightly push forward with my right hand. Remember, the flex of the stick is there only to add energy to the kinetic chain. My purpose here is to open up the hips. Split them. Ease off. So with the right hand down bottom and the right foot is forward, that's my ipsilateral pattern. And again, your front heel stays flat. There's no need for it to come up. We're actually working dorsiflexion of that ankle. Switch hands. So now we're working contralateral pattern. Push the stick into the floor, 30% tension with the right hand. Split the hips. And now push forward with the left. We have an active push with the left hand, but a reflexive pull with the top arm. It's never an active pull, it's just a reflexive pull based off the movement of the bottom arm. Ease off. Ready? And again, push the stick down, split those hips. Ease off. Switch legs, and then we will be done. Right foot back. Don't be dainty with that step. Take a good stride. Right hand is already on the bottom, or left hand is already on the bottom. Push down to 30% tension with that right hand. Split those hips and drive that left hand forward. Your back leg should be nice and straight. Ease off. Ready? One more time. Breathe. Ease off. Switch hands. Left hand is on top, right hand is on bottom. 30% tension pushing into the ground with the left hand. Split the hips and push forward with that right hand. Working the dorsiflexion of that left ankle right now. Ease off. One more time. Push. Breathe. The lead heel stays flat. Ease off. Great work today, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. We love you guys out there. Thank you very much. As always, you're more than welcome to visit the site if you want to see what we have in our store for you. Also, check out all our content on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate that. There's a ton of content out there. We'll see you guys back here Thursday morning. Until then, everybody out there, be safe, be good to each other. Peace.